Hello, everyone. This is Ben Dunn on a Sunday afternoon. I'm the founder of Anarchic Press, a comic book publishing company established in 1985. Creator of such works as Ninja High School, Warrior Nun, Mighty Tiny, Marvel Mangaverse, Tomorrow Girl, and a host of other comic books. So, today I was listening to some YouTube podcasts and I'm beginning to wanting to say something to the comic book creative community, and I think I have a little bit of advice, and take it as you will. That hey man, you just need to zip your lip. You know, unless you get to the point where you have FU money and you can afford to say whatever you want without alienating potential buyers, fans, readers, what have you, I would highly suggest that you keep your thoughts to yourself. I think a lot of the problems that are plaguing the comic book community is that creators just don't know when to shut up. They'll spout off something, they'll say something, and they'll alienate half the audience. Now, one of the things I like to pride myself on is that one of the reasons that Anarchic Press has been around for so long is we know when to shut up. We have a very strict policy of keeping our mouth shut, and not to engage in political and religious, debate, because we know that's a loser. Every time you involve yourself in that kind of debate, you're going to come out losing at the end. If not now, later. People will use that against you. They'll remember it. People have long memories. They're not going to forget what you've said. They're not going to take kindly to something that either offended them or insulted them. And you basically told them to go screw yourself. How do you think that makes these readers and fans feel about you and your work? You think they'd want to support you? Maybe, if you have that kind of influence. But even if you look at some of the older creators, they know when to shut up. They know when to be quiet. They know when not to engage in things that really they have no business in engaging with. So I just wanted to, who am I, really? I'm just a small independent publisher. Been around since 1985. I've worked with just about every major small independent company. I worked for Eclipse, I worked for Eternity, I worked for First Comics, I've worked for Fantagraphics, I've worked for Marvel, I've worked for DC, I've worked for a lot of companies, so I know the ins and outs. And I find that the best way to get along with people, is just to zip your lip and do your job. That's what you're paid for. You're paid to create comics. No one wants to pay you for your opinion. If you want to be paid for your opinion, be a commentator. Do something that you feel like you want to do. So I don't want to get too antagonistic, because that's not my intent. My intent is just to give you a little bit of advice. Take it for what you will. You don't have to listen to me. What am I? I'm a nobody. I'm a small publishing company. I'm a small creator. No one really would pay attention to me, but I have to say what I have to say, because you know what? We live in a world of social media. So we can say whatever we want, get our 15 seconds of fame, or whatever you want, get our little attention. So this is what I'm doing. I admit it. I freely admit it. Sure. So that's just my advice to you, to any up and coming creator. Unless you get to the point where you can afford it, then I would probably not get involved or engaged in something that doesn't really affect you, to be honest. How does commenting on what's going on in Gaza, or what's going on in the government, win you readers, win you fans? Not really. The type of fans you're probably going to create, they're not going to buy your comic anyway. So why would you even want to attract them? Makes no sense. So anyway, that's just my thoughts for today. Till next time, this has been Dunn signing off.